Okay, welcome back. We're here again for our weekly tips and tricks to save money. If you haven't subscribed already, you can do that down below, and we are here every week. Multiple times Saturday. A week sometimes, but definitely every Saturday with different ways for you to save money. And today we want to talk about family fun for free. I think everybody loves to have time, spend time with their family and have a lot of fun together, but sometimes it can cost a lot of money. And often we would get to Saturday and we'll think, oh, what should we do? And we always end up at the shopping centre or the mall, and it costs a lot of money because we go there, and usually we end up, by the time we get going in the morning, it's lunchtime, so we end up having lunch there, and that's $50 easily. And then we buy things that we don't even need. We just need to make the trip worthwhile, so we've got to buy something.
Since we're here, we need to buy something.
Yeah, we go to Kmart, and that's always a bad idea. No one should go to Kmart when they're bored. Anyway, so we have 10 activities that you can do with your family that are free and that are a lot of fun, and kids really enjoy them. To be honest, I think kids really enjoy just spending time together. Yeah, and spending time together as a family. It doesn't cost a lot of money. I think our kids they've been all over the world, and their favourite things to do, we've asked them, we went to a trip to America, we went to Disneyland, Universal Studios and things like that, and their favourite part of the trip was hanging out with their cousins. It just shows that kids really just want to spend time together as a family, and it you don't have to go to all the big theme parks and the big things that cost a lot of money, and your kids are still going to have a lot of fun, and they're going to have so many great memories together. Alright,
well, first of all, we had something that we came across fairly recently with some friends, some of your cousins actually. Yeah. They came over and visited us while we were on holiday, and they introduced us to something called geocaching.
It was lots and lots of fun.
So what it is, there's apps that you can download. Some of them you can
it's for free,
to.
But you can get a subscription if you want the premium thing. But
yeah, you can download it for free.
Start for free.
Yeah. And basically what it is that it will give you directions, I guess, or locations around your area where you can go and look for a small treasure or a little hidden gem.
It's like a massive treasure hunt, and all over the world as well, not just in one place. It's all over the world.
Yeah, some of them you find the little treasures or whatever, and some of them give you a little bit of an activity to do. If you want to go somewhere, get out of the house and do something together as a family, this can be great.
The kids love a little treasure. It's like orienteering on the worldwide stage.
Yeah, so when you get close to the location, you can use the app to, it will give you directions.
Compass directions?
Compass directions. To help
10
you find
meters north or whatever like that. So that's great as well. Number 2 is going to a beach or a river or a lake or something like that. This one in particular has a lot of meaning to me because this is something that we did a lot as a kid when I was little. One year we were trying to save a lot of money. My mum didn't have a lot of money anyway. She was a single mum. And so we went to the river almost every single day. We called it the summer of the river. And she got us these massive tractor tyres, the inner tubes for a tractor, because she worked at a farm machinery place. And we took these tractor tyres to the river, and we had so much fun. We made rafts and all sorts of things. A lot of times after work, my mum would come home and she would pick me and my cousins up, and we would go down to the river and we would play hide and go seek in the river, in the bushes and things like that. And it was a lot of fun, and it was free, and so many good memories.
Yeah, And I also grew up in a town which had a lot of beaches nearby. We didn't get to go all that often, but the times that we got to go, we always enjoyed it. Building sandcastles next to the ocean. If you don't live too close to an ocean, I'm sure there's another nice body of water that you live nearby.
Absolutely. Even in Melbourne, we live not too far from a lake and a river and a beach, so there's something around you, I'm sure. Alright,
the third option that we came up with is just going to the park and taking a picnic along with you. Our kids really enjoy going to a little playground or park. There's a few around our neighbourhood. There's one actually practically right across the road from where we live, which is very handy because we don't have a very big backyard. So they go and they play on the swings and all the little park equipment and have a great time there. It's always good to just get outside, get away from all the Wi-Fi and internet and TV and all those sorts of things, and to get out and do some exercise and run around.
Some fresh air. Yeah, you can take like your barbecue, take lots of parks have barbecues now, take your dinner down. One fun thing we've done with our homeschool group that would absolutely be a lot of fun with a family is go on a park crawl. That's where you go to like different parks. So you might go to one park for like an hour and play there for an hour, and then you'll move on to the next park and you just go around and around to all the different parks. We've done that as our kids and the neighbourhood kids. There are 5 parks within our suburb, and so we just went from park to park for the afternoon, and it was great fun. We played until dark. We picked the other kids up after they'd finished school, and we just played and played and played, and then we came home and had some pizza for dinner. It was great. Alright, number 4 is cooking together. I don't know any kids that don't love cooking, especially if it's like cookies or things like that. I remember when we were dating and we did a cookie date where we made up our own cookie recipe, and I think that was one of my favourite memories as well.
So you don't even have to have children to do these things.
No, you don't. This is fun activities for just adults too.
But yeah, definitely children love helping out, making mess, mixing the bowls, licking the spoons.
Yep.
Yeah, they love it.
So yeah, for like a cookie, if you're going to do like a cookie cook-off, does that make sense? You just buy all the different ingredients, different toppings. Like we've got one ready to go when we go home because we were going to do it, but we ran out of time. So we got like marshmallows, chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, caramel chips, cinnamon, like everything you want to put into like a cookie, and just lay it all out, and then split into 2 teams, maybe boys against girls, and just go for it. Or maybe mum and dad against the kids, something like that. Yeah.
I'm sure you can figure it out. Alright, that brings us to number 5. A nice fun activity to do at home is a movie night with a fort. So one thing that we did in our home, we put up our little beach tent inside our living room in front of the TV.
It's huge.
It's not that huge.
I mean, it is huge.
Yeah, we put up our beach tent in our living room in front of the TV, put some mattresses down inside, and yeah, the kids could watch a movie in there, and yeah, it's a nice little activity. So if you don't have your own beach tent or something like that, you can always just get some blankets or sheets and make your own little blanket fort inside your house using your couches or whatever, chairs, whatever you can find. Kids love it.
Kids will love it if you join in as well.
Sometimes grown-ups love it.
Yeah, if you join in as well, the kids are going to love it even more. Number 6 is hiking. We really love hiking as a family. We've done lots of hikes. One of our favourite hikes that we've done was at Delicate Arch in Arches National Park in Utah. And it said don't do this hike with young children or if you aren't very athletic, which completely describes our family. We had a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I was 25 weeks pregnant. But I thought we're probably never going to come back here again, so we're just going to do it. And the kids did amazing. I did okay. I mean, I made it, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lovely little hike with a cool view to look at. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit scary up there, having little kids that might have run around and fallen off.
Have a death wish or something like that.
But yeah, it was actually quite nice. Yeah. Quite enjoyable.
One of the good, if you're looking for a good hike, usually a hike with water at the end is a good fun for the kids. Like if you're hiking to a waterfall or like a swimming hole or something like that, that's always fun. But yeah, kids will love it. Kids love being out in the outdoors. Give them their own backpack and their own drink bottle, and they'll be great. Alright,
number 7. One of my personal favourites, games night. I love playing all kinds of games. But this one I think is more talking about board games or tabletop games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always try to... You don't have to always play video games, children.
Yeah, it doesn't always need to be a screen.
Yes, we have a lot of fun. I have a group of friends from church or from work that sometimes will come over on a
Sunday evening,
on a night time, and we'll have some board games and play games together. Lots of different board games out there. There's a few that are pretty reasonably priced. Yeah,
you can just build up a collection. It's lots of fun. We've got lots now. Invite some friends over and ask them to bring their favourite board game and things like that.
Yeah, learning how to play new games is always fun.
Yeah, I don't think we even play any of the ordinary ones anymore, apart from Monopoly Deal, which I refuse to play.
That's pretty neat.
Game.
Yeah, that's a good game. There's lots of different games out there that you can enjoy playing.
We'll put some of our favourite ones down the bottom. We'll list some of our favourite board games down the bottom that are not your normal games that you... Alright, number 8 is playing Pixie or doing a heart attack or doing service for other people. This is something that I enjoyed as a kid. We would bake like, what did we used to bake? Like cupcakes or something? I don't know what we used to bake. I can't even remember. But what you do is you make like a little gift up for somebody and then you go knock on their door and you run away. And you leave the gift on the floor. You don't just knock on their door.
Knock on the door, run away, take the gift with you.
Yeah, you make like a special gift or something and then you knock on the door and you run away and you watch them come out and you see the surprise on their face when they see a nice little treat on their doorstep. That's always fun. We've also done like heart attacks where you cut out hearts and we stuck them onto, what are those things? Onto skewers, and then we went and wrote nice things on the hearts, and then we put them in someone's front yard for them.
It's a good option if you don't know how to cook very well.
Yeah.
Helping other people tends to, eventually help yourself as well.
Yeah.
Thinking about other people helps to, I guess, diminish the problems that you might think that you have.
Yeah, it brings a lot of joy into your life as well, serving other people. Yeah.
Number 9, another fun activity that we occasionally do at our home, just having a fire pit and burning things outside.
Kids love fire. My little brother tried to set the deck on fire when he was little.
Yes, so make sure that you supervise your children.
And hide the matches after
Don't
you're
burn
finished.
your house down. But yeah, having like a fire pit and just like a little cook outside, maybe make some s'mores or toasted marshmallows.
Make some damper for the fire, that's always fun as well.
Yeah, kids love putting things near fire.
And poking and,
burning things
burning.
in general. It's always fun. But yeah, it can be quite a nice little thing to do.
Yeah. And fire pits are actually pretty cheap. We got this one that we have is really nice. And I think I bought it at Bunnings for $25. Like at the end of summer, it had been marked right down. It had been like $120. I think they're just trying to get rid of it. It was the last one. But yeah, you can find some really cheap ones. Or you can just make your own one out of like bricks and stuff.
Yeah, or dig a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Be inventive. Look on Pinterest, they'll show you how to make a fire pit. Or even at the beach. That's what we used to do is like, as a family when I was kids, we used to go to the beach and light a bonfire at the beach. I don't know if you're allowed to do that still, but...
Maybe not in Australia.
Not in Australia. Maybe in New Zealand still, I'm pretty sure. Alright, our last activity is bike riding. If you all have bikes, go for a bike ride. There's lots of bike rides through the bush. Maybe just bike to town and get an ice cream or something like that. McDonald's, bike to McDonald's. I remember when I was a kid, my mum was trying to teach me how to bike on the road because I was going to go to intermediate the next year and I needed to know how to bike to school. So we biked to my auntie's house and it was so much fun. It was like one of my best memories I've ever had. Yeah, just learning to bike on the road.
Can be a little bit expensive, I guess, getting bikes for everyone. But you can always find second-hand ones or...
Yeah, some people just try and get them away for free. Look on, like, online things. Alright, so those are our 10 activities to do as a family on the weekends or in the holidays and things like that. That don't cost a lot of money. Most of them, pretty much all of them, were free. And they bring so much joy and fun into your family. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun. Kids don't need you to spend a lot of money to have fun either.
And there's a lot of other things that you probably know of yourselves that weren't on our list.
Yeah, leave them down below in the comments.
Send a message, put a message down below. Other ideas for cheap things to do, fun activities to do together.
Yeah, right now, after we've finished doing this, we are off to a waterfall hike and we're going to go swimming at the waterfalls. So yeah, you can look on Instagram and you'll probably find it under Gold Coast. Yeah, on our highlights.
Alright, well thanks for tuning in again.
And we'll see you next week. We'll be back home next week. Back to real life and reality.
Yay.
Yeah. After our 18-hour drive home.
Ooh.
And then we're off to New Zealand, so follow us along there.
Not me though.
Someone has to make the money in this house.
Yeah. Alright, well don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.